the old bastard BJJ guy, here for BJJ Metal Models.
What's up, everybody? It's Thursday. Heading off to Concept. Get to my favorite class, the comp class. It's a little bit less. I won't say less intense, but because it's not quite as big with as many people coming in, I feel a little bit more. I won't say chill, but a little less intense. I don't know, good, bad, otherwise it's cool. So I'm flying solo today, if you notice. Young small man actually is in Vegas. Fucking guy. His friend invited him out to go there, so they flew out this morning. I think they're coming back I think Sunday or Monday. So lucky guy gets to go hang out in Vegas, have some fun. I guess it's good to be young and carefree. I was kind of thinking about it, right? Like, oh, if somebody invites me to Vegas, or like with a day's notice, could I just up and leave? But I think that's probably the answer to that is probably no. The reality of being a responsible adult with a job and bills to pay, and people that's relying on you. Yeah, so it's one of those, right? Enjoy it while you can, cause before you know it, you're an adult and you got 10 million other things to do, right? So it's the other thing too, right, with training that I noticed, right? More I would say more at UFC than anything else. There's some people that I don't see for a really long time, and then it's one thing or another, right? They have a kid, so they're starting a family, or they start a new job. Worst case scenario, like people get hurt, right? I don't like to see that. I don't know that all injuries are avoidable, but sometimes I think the style of jiu-jitsu you play kind of increases or decreases the likelihood of injury. Yeah, it is not a direct correlation, but if you play that wide open style and you're flying around and all that, I guess if you're young, maybe you can do it. But as you age, like obviously like me, I can't really play that wide open style. Yeah, everything I do is very, very controlled. I mean, I won't even call it burst. I have periodic quick movements, if you want to call it that. Sometimes I got a surprise cart with that, right? I cannot just do the slow controlled movement against him. Once in a while I do a little bit of an explosion, and it helps him to keep him on his toes, and kind of helps me to process things a little faster. Yeah, I think a lot of times the brain wants to do something, but the body is a little slow to react. Yeah, so you young grapplers out there, enjoy this time, man, because you'll have your day when you're like me going, when you reach my age, you go, how the hell did fucking Coach Rob fucking do that shit at 61, bruh? Yeah, you guys gonna have your chance someday. So all you guys doing it now, I hope you guys can do it at least to my age. And jiu-jitsu is definitely on the rise, popularity wise. I mean, you just look at how many schools there are here in Hawaii. I mean, the tournaments are starting to get more recognizable. There's like even outside of, I don't think we're at the point where like it's like Hollywood where you recognize like movie star names, but I think at some point we'll get there. Jiu-jitsu is becoming a lot more widespread worldwide. I mean, even in some of the smaller countries, of course Japan's not small, but I see some of my other friends traveling to other places telling me that they're training there. I think one of our teammates is going to like Peru. She said she's going to train up there. One of our friends from UFC is going to like train in Philippines. I think I've seen Alika training out in the Philippines. So it's not super big yet, but it's starting to spread. I think people recognize the benefits of jiu-jitsu, aside from just the physical aspect, right? I did karate, right, and I don't know that I had that same the mental aspect of it, right? Like where in jiu-jitsu, right? I mean, 100% when you're doing jiu-jitsu, I mean, everything that you possibly were thinking about before the class, for that period of time, it's gone, right? It's cleared out of your head completely, right? I don't know if I ever can't really say I don't if I felt that at karate, right? I took judo for maybe a year and a half. I didn't take it very long. I was like middle school, so I can't really recall what that was like, right? But I know that jiu-jitsu has really helped from my mental standpoint, right? I mean, those that know me, I'm pretty laid back, I'm pretty chill, but it even helped me to be even more accepting of different things, right? You know, one of my teammates, I was talking to her after class, and you know, it's kind of interesting. She said she always worries that one day she'll get up and not remember how to do jiu-jitsu, which I don't know. I mean, the likelihood of that's pretty small, right? So Maya asked her, well, what do you think would happen, or where would you be if you didn't have jiu-jitsu? And amazingly, she said, I think I would be dead, right? I think jiu-jitsu has helped build her confidence, you know, build a new circle of friends, kind of have a purpose in her life. So that was pretty eye-opening for me, right? Like, people say, oh, jiu-jitsu saved my life, but I mean, someone to actually say something like that to me was pretty, like I said, pretty eye-opening, right? I was a little taken back, but you know, I recognize the beauty, the value of jiu-jitsu, right? That's something that I said, I hope I can do jiu-jitsu pretty much to the day I die, right? I want to keep pushing it, be part of it in one way, shape, or form. Obviously, if I'm like 80, I don't think I can do the Master 7 division anymore, but you know, maybe I can still coach people, you know, maybe I can have some light roles with people that are like 70, you know, or even people that I've known for a long time that understand, you know, where I'm at, and you know, respect the age, and not just look at, oh, I'm gonna tap this black belt. Like, come on, I'm 80 years old. Like, what kind of fight can I put up against like a 20-year-old? So now I can kind of keep up. Of course, once they turn into that high-speed machine, then it's harder for me, but there's a few things that I try to do to slow them down, but it doesn't always work, right? And the strength comparison, you know, it's not really fair, right? But pretty much everybody that I train with, they know, hey, older guy, you know, don't try to murder him, yeah. So I appreciate that. Yeah, I never thought that something like this could take hold of my life, and I never get bored with it, right? It's constantly challenging. You know, I love that people are so, you know, you meet so many cool people in jiu-jitsu, the circle of friends you make, and they're not like just casual acquaintances, you know, like work. Sometimes you have like, you'll say work friends, but there's usually just a handful of people that you would really consider your friends, right? But with jiu-jitsu, I mean, shoot, just pretty much everybody's like, you know, your friend. So it's all cool. It's all cool. So anyway, we'll cut this video here. Appreciate all you folks out there. Oh, we're at 399 subscribers, man. Please, one more person, subscribe to our videos. Push us over 400. That would be awesome. All right, guys. Have a good evening. Take care. Os.